Okay. So
Thank
you very much for that. Wonderful. And I hope that our listeners at home they are listening so well to what we are discussing this afternoon. And I'm very sure that you've heard what Mr. Philip just said now, as is shedding light on the agreement between the recurring issue between the federal government and the body ASU. All right, I know that NANS, National Association of Nigerian Students, they just elected another president, and that is Barambo Usman. According to Usman, it says that the lingering strike has negatively impacted on the future of the Nigerian students because of the strike. It says a program of 4 years now would last for 6 years. Now the question is that, of course, we, like you said now, rightly said, that some of the lecturers' demand include funding for revitalization of public universities, payment of earned academic allowances, and adoption of the University Transparency Accountability Solution, UTAS, as a preferred payment option instead of the integrated payroll and personnel information system and payment of promotion arrears. Now, you said we are suffering, of course. The grass is suffering. The people at the grassroots, they are very, very affected because of that. Now, should we now say that why can't they come to common front just to bring an end to the strike? Can't the lecturers just maybe bend a little, because now it's going to 7 months. Before you know it, 9. Before you know 10, if nothing is done. So who should bend for who? And what should happen? Should they just should they say they should agree on something so that this student will go back to school, sir?
Okay, that is very good. The students are actually suffering. If you have a child that is in 400 level when the strike started, he was about to leave, and now this thing has stopped him. Some of them, mind you, they will not even go for service again because they would have been overaged because of the period they are being kept in school. From 1999, acting cumulatively, the number of months of strikes, the number of weeks and days has cumulated up to about 3 years of non-academic activities in the universities. If you are, that is even up to 2018. If you have added the 7 months now, you take the advice more than, it's getting to four years now that students are staying at home. Then some of them, what are the evils that are happening? These young girls that are at home, some of them have even become pregnant, and then their future terminated. Some of these young guys, because they have not become ready tools for the devil to use, they have been staying at home, not doing anything, becoming burdens to parents. And then what happens is that some of them have joined bad groups, and then this enter into world vices that cannot be redeemed. So what I'm saying is that for the lecturers and the government, we need a responsive government to tackle what is happening, and also to make education a priority. Thank God that the Minister of Education wrote an article, Adamu wrote an article in 2013 when he was not yet a minister. And on this, when I read that, I said he was speaking well for ASU because he was at the other side of them with them. But now that he's not in position of government, he's supposed to bring to bear that thing, the experience that he had then, what he wrote down. If you see the emphasis that he make on those develop, what made them to develop is what they put is that the purpose they made on technology and ICT, like China he mentioned, like India that he mentioned, they use India specifically. He mentioned that as at 2013, they were using 4.1% of their gross domestic product in education, and using about 12.7% on the total government expenditure just to fund education. And then what is that translating to? In China now, that even they have primary school students that are producing products that are being sold in Nigeria. But our own, they are at home
doing nothing.
And even they cannot even follow their parents to the farm because there's another lingering serious problem of security that they cannot even be productive, even they cannot go to farm. And they are at home, they are not doing nothing. So my plea is to the government. It is not that we don't have the resources to fund what ASU is asking. We don't. If Nigeria was to be poor and we don't have, we will not stress government to that extent. But we can see the flamboyant acts of other sectors like the politicians leaving.
Thank you, sir.
That one will make ASU not to even remain to say that no, we'll go back because they see that there is money in the system. What are they not bringing? If you look at the sources of income to this government, you look at what the custom is generating. By the time they bring their quarterly report, you say, wow, what are they doing with these billions? If you look at the federal inland revenue, if you look at the report they are bringing, how they are generating this income, what is government doing with it? Then, I'm not talking NNPC now.
Yeah.
Then look at the looted money that has been collected for over years, even for Abacha alone. What of this one? What of EFCC? The money they are generating. Government should just channel all those sums to please fund this university system. Yes. And then when you are giving them the proper, at least budget like 3 trillion to fund them so that we can go to sleep.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you will not just give them and rest on your hours. Make sure that you have a monitoring system that will checkmate the investing system to see whether the fund you are giving to them are being used for that purpose to which they are meant for.
Thank you, sir.
For God's sake, so that we can have a developed nation. Our children will leave home and go to school.
Yes.
They are not happy. And I even thank God for the resilience of the Nigerian student now. If you are back then, they could have also joined the ASU and be on the street.
Yes.
And that one can cause other destructions.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Mr. Philip Isaac. I'm really glad because aside from being an accountant, you are also a very, I'm having a father figure here because you're carrying the whole burden of the student. You know what they're passing through, and you know even the solution. And now everything boils down to the government, according to you, sir.
That is it,
they should. We have what it takes to bring to meet these demands. I mean, they're not too much. The standard can be met. The standard can be met. All right. We'll go on this musical break. This short musical break. When we come back, we'll take a course. Okay. Alright, you're still listening to Talk About It, the show Talk About It, and here with me is Mr. Philip Isaac, who has been talking on the education, ASU to be specific. Okay, the studio line to call is 081-8777-5777. We want you to call in, we want you to contribute to what is being discussed. Again, it's 081-8777-5777. We have a caller here. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. Where are you calling from? What's your name?
This is Mr. Nicola calling from Idoshi.
Alright, so what's your contribution, sir?
Honestly, the analysts in the studio have done justice to the issue of the ASU and federal government.
Thank you, sir.
The government has been more responsible in securing the future of our future leaders.
Yes.
Because a nation that didn't take the issue as a priority, we are going to the level of parliament. And I said I will not delay because we are the issue of everything.
Yeah.
These graduates and the students we are talking about, they are the ones to be the best, to be the students that will be the best leaders, the police owners, doctors and the professionals. What are we securing to secure this future? Enough of blame politics with us. The government will be responsive and take a proactive action to make sure that the youth are back to school. And everything we do today will steady with judge.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hello. Hello, good afternoon.
Thank you. I love it to talk.
Good afternoon.
I just want to
Okay.
what do you say?
We can't hear you so clearly. Oh, please do have to call us back. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. What's your name and where you're calling from? Good afternoon, can hear you. What's your name? Hello, hello, hello.
Oh, unfortunately,
we lost you. Please do well to call us back. The studio line to call once again is still 0818-777-5777. Again, 0818-777-5777. And again, we are talking about ASU strike.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you, with how these things are going. Okay, we have a caller.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, what's your name and where you calling from?
From Oyo.
All right, what's your contribution, ma'am?
Yes. I don't have any contribution, but I want to just plead on behalf of all parents to our government. The ball is in their court. They should please meet these needs. We have money in our country.
Yes.
There is money.
That's money.
Only what they are using the money for. But they should cherish education because that is what will uphold the country. They should please stick to it and let our children go. God will be with them. God will help them. We are just pleading. Because these children, we know there are so many distractions in the community. And these youth are easily derailed.
Yes.
Please, for the sake of parents and the country, which they are living and their own children will also live, they should please meet the teachers' needs. God bless
Thank you very much.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello? Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. I know you want to speak, but it's not clear. Please.
Hello?
Hello.
Allow me to talk.
All right, I will allow you. Speak on.
This knowledge for the parents.
Okay.
So how does it here go better?
Okay.
When it comes to the youth, also, the schedule this matter. I've been told we're all going to strike.
All right.
Consider our children.
You should consider them,
And the
yes.
parents too. I get them to put the plan responsibility. Okay.
Yes.
Cooperate. What was speaking with him? I'm not sure. I think to the class. I
Okay.
think the schools, it didn't teach him.
Yes.
In the exercise. God bless him.
Thank you very much.
you.
Thank you
God
very much.
bless
God bless you too.
Bless you.
Thank you. So thank you very much. So we were saying that the government should consider the student.
Yes.
Of course, when they consider us, when they consider the students,
Yes.
when they prioritize education,
Make it a priority.
the priority.
Make it a deliberate something that you put as a project for yourself.
Yes.
And then, as one of these callers said, history is going to also give account of what is said.
Did we just read?
Yes,
now?
history will give account because what is happening is that if you have laid a landmark here, by the time you leave this place, they'll always remember, oh, there was a shade in this place. It depends on the type of legacy the person wants to leave.
Exactly.
It depends on the legacy. And I believe that this government, there's one thing that government has. There's one thing that the government has that is a problem that, let me quickly say it.
All right.
Sometimes the numerous advisors that are circling the government are not giving them the true picture of what is happening outside.
Yes.
If they can please tell the president what is happening. He is also human. He can act on this. They don't just approve money. Even the National Assembly should also do something about it so that they can help the children out.
Okay, we're very sorry for our callers. I won't be able to pick or take any calls again because our time is almost up.
Okay.
So before we go, please, do you think that there's still a better tomorrow for the Nigerian youth? Do we still have that belief?
I believe strongly that there's a future for this country.
Yeah.
Not only the youth, a future even for the unborn Nigerians, because our future is in the hands of God.
Yes.
And so what we are now pleading that, I pray that God will give us responsive leaders.
Yes, I
Leaders
pray so.
will make that education a priority, that will never get back to this crisis of ASU going on strike.
Yes.
It will even make it a lucrative business to be a lecturer.
Yes.
It is not a cost to be there. So what we are saying is that we wish that if we have a responsive leadership, the youth have ample opportunities.
Yes.
When they are leaving home and going to school, they will do something.
Thank you very much, Mr. Philip Isaac.
bless
Thank
you.
you.
God
And
bless
thank
you.
you, our listeners, for listening, for tuning in for this show on Talk About It. And I still remain Olushade Adediro on behalf of the producer, Titi Lokpe Ajiboye, executive producer Dupe Akinyemi, the announcer on duty, Titulope Ajanoko, and the audio officer on duty, Ojo Olatunji. So thank you for joining us. Until we meet next week, Friday, I am Olushade Adediro.